When you see an antique fire truck rolling through the streets of Helsinki, Finland, you might ask, hey, where's the fire?
I'm sweating. I'll probably lose some weight, though, right?
It's here, in the back, in a sauna, where I'm drinking with 3 naked Finns, and now they're gonna whip it out.
This is called a Vodka.
Vodka.
It's fresh birch tree. Someone is gonna beat you with that.
And I'm just gonna stand here and let you do it?
I'm gonna have to ask you to bend over, man. Sorry.
Okay. Ah! Oh! Go hard and go home.
Go, everybody, yeah.
Growing up working in the bars of South Boston, I learned one thing. Sit down with a stranger and a couple of cocktails, and the whole world opens up. I'm Jack Maxwell. I'm in search of the world's most interesting drinks and the people who drink them. That's why they call me the Booze Traveler.
It's so effing hot in here. I feel like a dog. You ever see him like that?
Finland's capital, Helsinki, is nicknamed the daughter of the Baltic. And with so much water around, it's bound to get steamy.
In America, they're not boiling like this. It's burning a little bit.
Yeah, it's like Texas.
I think it's hotter than Texas.
I knew Finns invented the sauna, but I had no idea how much they love their sweaty baby.
The population of Finland is 5 million. We have 3.3 million saunas. So sauna is in the Finnish DNA.
For my friend, movie star Jasper Pakkanen, and his buddies Sam and Mikko, this nude group Steam Clean is like going to church and the pub at the same time. Finland without saunas is like Boston without mass holes. The Finns have sauna boats, they build resorts around them. You can even be a knight in the Finnish sauna order. So in the back of a fire truck, hey, why not? Finland can be both eccentric and extreme. Exhibit A, they have a word, kalsarikani, that means drinking at home, alone, in your underwear. Sounds crazy. But when winter looks like this and lasts for 7 months, why wouldn't you? Straddling the Arctic Circle, stuck between Scandinavia and Russia, the Finns have a very particular coping mechanism. Let's call it Finn logic. But it can take a while to get the hang of it.
Why are we drinking alcohol in a room that reaches boiling temperature?
Well, we're basically having a taste of alcohol, having a bottle of Lonkero.
Don't worry, we're not drinking beer in an overheated sweatbox. That'd be crazy. This is gin.
And it's called Lonkero?
Lonkero.
Lonkero.
That's a good rolling of the R.
That's how you roll.
That's how you roll! Hey!
Lonkero was the world's first ready-made cocktail. A simple mixture of gin, grapefruit, and pure Finnish lake water.
It tastes like a couple of drinks in America. Like a Greyhound or a salty dog. I like that.
It's the official sports drink for the Helsinki Olympics back in 1952.
Whoa.
It's true.
How is alcohol a sports drink? You guys are nuts here.
In Finland, I mean, alcohol is still a sports drink.
Finland has picked up medals at every Olympics since 1908, so maybe boozy Gatorade is a good thing.
I feel like a real Finn now.
You could say that sauna for Finnish people is more like a church. It's like the spiritual room in your home.
My auntie was born in a sauna back in the 40s. Just before the 40s.
Most of the people born in a sauna.
Yeah.
Why?
What else do you need to deliver a baby?
Well, I can think of a few things, but point taken, Sam. Onward.
Where are we? What is it?
One very important part of the sauna culture is eating a sausage that we cook on the heater. So
That's great.
We gotta stop by in a shop and buy some sausages.
All right, we're gonna buck up. You know what buck up means?
Yeah.
You throw a 1 or a 2, and the loser goes. Okay? 1 or 2. Ready? Buck up. All right, go get that sausage. Nice. So here's to that.
I didn't ask him where he was carrying his money, and I don't think I want to know.
This is the way we do it. Throw it on the rocks, and we'll let it be there for about 10-15 minutes. Turn it around once, and it'll be good.
Tin foil and hot rocks are all you need to cook makara. Made of beef, flour, and spices, it's the Finnish national dish.
So how about a good Finnish toast?
Hölökyn kölökyn.
Hurricane Gulligan.
Hölökyn kölökyn.
Hurricane Gulligan.
Hölökyn
I'm
kölökyn.
saying what you're saying to say.
No, you're not.
I'm just not doing it right.
Okay, one more time. Hölökyn kölökyn.
Hurricane Gulligan.
That's good.
That's the incredibly difficult way of saying be happy in Finnish.
You can't experience a Finnish sauna without taking a dip in the sea. And
What?
it's gonna be very easy now when the sea is not frozen.
If one of the biggest movie stars in all of Finland is willing to let it hang out, well, I guess I can too. Plus, I got liquid courage.
I feel my breath leaving me.
Inhale. Exhale. All right.
Huh?
You ready?
I'm ready. There we go. Woo! Oh, yeah! I did it! It's one thing to die. It's the other one to do it naked. All right.
Maybe it's the booze or the ice water shark treatment, I don't know, but this is the best damn sausage fest I've ever been to.
Cheers.
Keep this.
Cheers, boys.
Oh, my God, is that so good? It's warm. I want to rub it all over my body. I have an idea. Why don't we go back in the truck? Let's get in there.
warm, man.
Woo, it's cold. Yeah.
Today, the Baltic Sea is a shrinkage-inducing 40 degrees, but the rest of Helsinki is warm and sunny for 19 hours a day, thanks to that midnight sun. Seems a little rude to complain, I know, but I'm in Finland. I want a winter wonderland. And it turns out, I can have my cake and icing too. Winter World serves up igloos, dog sleds, and skiing to guys like me, craving that world-famous snow out of season. Christmas really is coming early. Wow, this is great. It's like mixing two of my favorite things, Christmas and cocktails. Nico is a local booze expert with an important tip for drinking in freezing temperatures.
The trick to open. Click. Okay.
There you go.
And then it opens smoothly, so you might not break your finger.
We're drinking a local spirit called Koskenkorva. Carefully, so my lips don't stick to the ice glass. It tastes just like pure vodka.
Yeah. And the funny thing is...
Is that what it is?
No, it's not vodka.
Not vodka.
It's vina.
Koskenkorva Vina, most commonly called Koskenkorva, because, you know, yeah, sure. Why go with the easier name? Is a barley-based vodka. But Finland and Russia have a hate-hate relationship after non-stop sparring from 1917 to 1944. So it's no wonder the Finns have their own word for it.
Feel it?
Oh.
You feel it now?
Oh, I'm going to take my jacket off. I'm hot now.
Yeah.
This is great. It's like a grain vodka to me, not a
Okay.
potato vodka.
Yeah, potato
But
you get the oiliness, the
yeah,
fat,
that's
the
right.
texture.
They've sold over 1 billion bottles since it was invented, thanks to a barley bumper crop in the 1950s. But mixing booze and ice this way is kind of an extreme sport.
Sliding on the ice.
Yeah, it's the Koskenkorva, man.
Kippis. Kippis. That's so good, I'm going to shoot it. Oh, it's like a hockey puck. Let's put this here, and let's see who can come close to the bottle without hitting it.
Okay.
And then whoever loses has to buy the other guy a shot.
Or has to drink the bottle.
Or has to drink the bottle. Here we go. The out-of-towner beats the local. There you go. You have to drink the
You know
whole
why?
bottle.
Because I wanted to do that, because I'm getting cold, man.
Woo! All right. I love this.
When you live in a country where you get 19 hours of night or day, you gotta find ways to pass the time. Like throwing boots.
Wow. Look like Tom Brady out there.
Where's Giselle Bündchen? Ba-dum-bum. You know, it's springtime in Helsinki when the boot throwers come out to play. In this climate, everyone owns a pair of rubber boots. Legend has it, when balls were scarce, footwear stepped up. Now, this is a real international sport with a World Cup and a Finnish champ, Harri Paaviainen.
What's this? You got your fingers all taped up and everything.
Yes.
You take it serious.
This sport may be serious, but it does have one thing in common with a pickup softball game.
Looks like we're having a drink.
Terva.
Terva.
Yes.
Pine tar.
Pine tar.
Very traditional.
That's horrible.
I've used it to get a better grip on a bat. Doesn't seem like a natural mixer.
Pine tar extract. How long has this been around?
From the beginning of the booze making in Finland. It's,
The beginning of the booze
this is
making.
one of the first spices available.
Nutmeg and cloves don't grow up north. But 75% of Finland is forest, so tree sap is spice? I get it. I guess.
Pine tar and oil and dirt and then an old rusty gas tank. Mix it up in there and then you have this.
We used to make wooden boats, and you use pine tar to make them waterproof.
But you also use nails to build a house. You don't have to drink them.
Tervasnapsi is a 60-proof liqueur with a smoky aftertaste. Finns think it's a health drink. They even have a saying, if tar liquor and sauna won't cure you, you're already dead. So let's see what it does for my boot throwing game.
Before I go, never having done this, you have to stand where you think I'll throw it so I can beat that, because I'm competitive. Hope I don't hit him in the head. He's holding my drink. That's it! Oh! 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 You are in trouble, mister. You're gonna have to shag this boot. Oh!
Oh, very good.
Not bad. Just 70 feet short of the world record.
Thank you so much, thank you. That's always a good idea. Sure, drink something alcoholic and then spin around in circles.
Whether it's hurling footwear or a sunny day, they say the best things in life are free, like childcare and education here. But taxes on booze are so high, they'll give you vertigo. That doesn't stop the Finns from being some of the biggest drinkers in Europe. And in the last few years, a craft cocktail movement is shaking things up. And it all started at 821.
Good evening, sir.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm Jack.
$19 a pop is a pretty penny, and that's forcing Finns to slow down and savor their spirits. But for that price, the mixologists better bring their A21 game.
How about a drink? What are you drinking, man?
It's Isakari sour, not shower.
Jaakko Luomanen here is a big deal musician and DJ, so I'll follow his lead with an Isokari Sour, a one-of-a-kind drink you can only get in this bar.
Right away, I get a lot of citrus in there, but you know something? I wanted to say some kind of a dark spirit, like a brandy or something, but...
It is Jalovina.
Jalovina is brandy cut with a neutral spirit, like vodka, vina. The sour is what sells it. Not citrus, but something else, very Finnish, but strangely familiar.
The sourness is a sea buckthorn.
Sea buckthorn.
Yes.
I know that from Mongolia. They use that to make sea buckthorn wine.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So little, the little yellow. Yes!
Big little baby.
This is my old friend. How have you been, pal? Haven't seen you since Mongolia. What have you been up to? Oh! Wow, is that sour? Have one?
Sure.
Oh, I love the taste of it. Can't take it.
I don't blame him. Like a lot of things that taste horrible, sea buckthorn is actually good for you. It has 20 times more vitamin C than orange juice. The Finns appropriately call it liquid gold.
So this drink is strictly Finlandia all the way.
Surprise.
Surprise. So sea buckthorn, what's the flowery thing?
Flower is flower water.
We want to see that.
You don't hang on to the title of best cocktail bar in Finland without a little backstage wizardry.
Look at this. What is this?
This is the rotor vapor.
Rotor vapor.
Science is cool.
Looks like a mad, mad scientist.
Science is cool.
They're not making monsters back here, just adapting a 1950s era ChemLab gizmo to distill rose petals. You know, like you do.
Roses are in every backyard. So it's a very familiar flavor and aroma to us. So the water that is there with rose petals, vapors, without boiling it. And then, as you can see,
There you go. No, it's
the
coming.
water condenses the vapors and it drops in a collection.
And that's pure rose water. Okay, I'll have some of that.
strong. Whew. It tastes like, forgive me, Nana, drinking water and my grandmother's perfume. Nobody should drink it like this.
You wanted to taste it.
I feel like I just chewed a rose garden.
Wow, I'll take this one if you don't mind. Nice. When they say the night is young here, they ain't kidding. This is what 10 p.m. looks like for 2 months out of the year. Jaakko is taking me to a spot where people drink in the traditional Finnish style.
So where you taking us?
Get your head mixed up with the alcohol.
That's kind of poetic. Is he driving on the sidewalk?
Just a little bit.
Wait, just a little bit? That's like just being a little bit pregnant.
Wow, Finnish taxis are really committed to door-to-door service.
Are you sure you haven't had a few cocktails? Just drove on?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. They didn't even look up. This must happen all the time. I don't know if to think whether that's really cool or crazily dangerous.
We're here.
Oh, good.
Hey.
I'll put an extra tip for the sidewalk driving. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the most popular drinks in Finland actually changes from bar to bar. The recipe is a point of pride, like chili cook-offs.
This is what I'm talking about. Nothing fancy.
DJ Jaakko Luomanen swears that this place has the blue ribbon winner.
Now you taste the laku.
Laku it is.
Hey, keep this.
Keepies. It's like candy.
Yeah.
If candy got drunk, that's what it would taste like.
Finns are nuts for salty licorice. They've been making the candy since the 1930s, after first selling it as a cough medicine. Laku is a mixture of potato vodka, licorice, and enough salt to melt a glacier. Bars make their own for bragging rights. And the best part? A shot costs no more than a beer.
So how do you make yours? A little heavy on the vodka? Heavy on the licorice?
Love.
You make it with love.
Yeah.
Booze made with love, and he won't tell me how he does it. Well, here's to love.
This TLC Laku's cheap price and sweet flavor wins the hearts of artists and slackers looking to get lit without breaking the bank.
You shot yours already.
Of course, in Finland we take first.
And you need to stretch your budget when Wednesday is known as Pikku Lauantai, or Little Saturday. It's a hump day tradition in these parts. Bars get more Wednesday business, and drinkers get midweek drink specials. You might say it's a Finn win-win.
Woo! Hey, let's go eat something, huh? After you, man. After you.
I just know this place here, you know, a nice snack.
Oh, a little stand by the side of the road. Always the best.
When you're up all night and the sun never really sets, it's hard to tell where your buzz ends and your hangover begins. The Finns actually have 35 words for hangover. The most common is krapula, as in, I feel like crapula. They're experts in the field.
It's magic.
It's magic, yeah.
If you're looking for a Finnish version of affordable healthcare, they're serving it up at Helsinki's local snack shack, Jaskan Kriili. The special? The Hannibal Cannibal.
Hamburger, ham, onions, mayonnaise, mustard, chili, egg.
It's got everything in there but fava beans and a nice Chianti.
And that's half of the stuff that I saw her put on. It'd be easy to say what's not in this, I think.
You have to milk, you know.
Milk?
Yeah.
Why would you drink milk after drinking all day?
It's been good for like hundreds of years, so it's gonna be good tonight as well. All right.
The Finns consume more milk per capita than anyone on the planet, an incredible 1 liter a day, with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even after a night out on the town.
Milk is the way to do it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a terrible idea, but in a place where the sun don't shine for 7 months of the year, you need your vitamin D, among other things.
Oh, look it. Oh, surprise sausages in there. Oh, it's actually kind of good, huh?
Box of milk, 5 pounds of meat. I'm ready for anything, including an epic journey. Roughly 400 miles due north of Helsinki is Finland's answer to the ultimate getaway, where you can swoosh down the country's snowiest slopes with endless cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, sledding. Finland's premier ski resort destinations got you covered. But instead of visiting a wintry wonderland, I'm stuck in the mud with a case of the blues. The Ukahala blues, that is.
Oh, sorry.
This is swamp soccer.
You're gonna pass it to me. All right.
And I'm stepping in as a ringer for the home team in the picturesque ski resort town of Ukahala, where they hold the Swamp Soccer Championship each year.
Kick it down here!
Nearly half the population here has Viking blood from centuries of raiding and conquest. So until winter hits, why let the fields lay fallow and the flowers bloom when you can turn them into a battlefield?
Oh, I'm gonna score! Johnny, I'm scoring! Yeah! Wow!
I'm just grateful I made it to halftime.
You need a drink?
Yeah, what do you got?
This one. Yellow.
I've had Yalovina in a cocktail, but straight up, you can really taste the brandy and the 40% vina.
That's why we're gonna win the game. We got yellow.
We got yellow.
1, 2, 3. Kick this! Kick that! Right here, pass it!
The Finns invented swamp soccer to keep their troops and athletes in shape. And after one game, I can totally see the Finn logic behind it. Their last war was in 1945, and that's a long time to go soft. And of course, this being soccer, after 2 hours, the game is tied. 1-1.
Go, Jack! Go, Jack! Go, Jack! Go! Go!
Best part about sudden death? It puts you out of your misery.
White team wins.
Nice shot.
So I blew it in the end. Oh well, to the loser goes the spoils. Or something like that, I guess.
Yellow.
After 2 hours freezing your ass off in the mud, what do? Cozy to a warm fire with a hot toddy? Not in Finland, you don't. You go swimming in a freezing cold lake. I'm sure they have some explanation about stimulating circulation.
My hands are so cold, I can't even undo the laces.
Yeah, not buying it.
And then we're gonna jump in the cold water on top of that. These fins are tough.
Ready? Jump!
Not yet. Gotta warm up first.
Biologically speaking, alcohol lowers your core temperature, but it makes you feel warmer.
1.
In theory.
Are we okay letting the guy from the white team come into our blue team atmosphere? he might be learning our secrets. Oh, here come the drinks. Ladies first.
Thank you.
We're not exactly drying out at local watering hole Ukahala Bistro. We're drinking Marsken Rupees, a combination of vodka, vermouth, and gin. Served ice cold, of course, and neat. It's not just a martini that can't make up its mind. This is military technology. In World War II, vodka rations for the troops were so nasty that top brass ordered an upgrade. And like so many august military traditions, it comes with a certain amount of ceremony.
You can start drinking, and if you spill even 1 drop, it's penalty. You have to take another one.
1 drop.
Yeah. Even a single drop. Even 1 single drop.
You play soccer in the mud, you spill 1 drop, you gotta drink again? I'm washing around, who spilled who? I spilled it already. I was looking at you and I spilled it, son of a gun.
1 more for Jack.
Come on, we'll do it again.
This Finnish spirit of competition and tenacity stems from a cultural construct called Sisu, being gritty, determined, and able to push through adversity at all costs.
When I say go, you go.
It's more than just a word.
Ready?
Ready?
Go!
It's the Finnish national character.
Yeah! We have a winner! Congratulations! All right, that was well done, well done. Let's go back and drink. Nice one.
Six hours dead north, towards the Arctic Circle, is Lapland. This vast expanse makes up a third of the country, but only 3% of Finns live here. To survive in these woods, you gotta be ready for anything. 7-month-long winters, months when the sun never rises, then more when the sun never sets. The temperature swings from as low as 60 below to as high as 85 degrees. And as harsh as that is, it's also oddly magical, with aurora borealis, fairy tale landscapes, and more reindeer than people. It's also the ancestral home of a guy named Santa. You might have heard of him. And when winter hits, the only way to get through the snow is by pulka, a light dog sled. Okay, that makes sense. But this?
Being pulled by huskies on an ATV.
Who needs horsepower when you've got huskies? This is off-season training for sled dogs. In Lapland, the snow starts falling in October, so you want these guys to be in shape before the snow piles up. And it's the best way for me to make a childhood dream come true. Forget Santa. I always wanted to meet the reindeer. And Anssi Kiiskinen, a third-generation reindeer herder, is gonna hook me up.
I gotta say, man, I'm impressed. This is all you have on? It's freezing up here.
No.
It's like 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, but at the winter time it can be minus 50 degrees Celsius.
Anssi tells me it'll warm up in a few weeks. And then here come the mosquitoes the size of Buicks. So I'm guessing he doesn't get to share a drink with too many visitors.
What is this? Oh, it just happened to be sitting out there for us. Who put it there, the elves?
Yeah,
Santa Claus?
Well, yeah, I'm good friend with Santa.
Yeah.
This is a cloudberry.
Cloudberry liqueur isn't the only reason I traveled 600 miles north, but it is a big one. This tiny fruit is so rare, you can only find it in marshy bogs of the northern hemisphere once a year. And so popular, it's on Finnish money.
It's a yellow big berry what is growing on the very soft land, like a swamp area.
Smells slightly peachy. Let's have a drink.
Yeah.
Legend has it the Vikings popped cloudberries to prevent scurvy. So theoretically, I'm one shot away from joining Eric the Red on the manly scale, no?
Hurricane Gurlican.
It's really sweet. Liquor.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
We're talking candy in the stocking sweet. But like circus peanuts, it starts to grow on you.
You know, it's really syrupy. It's sweet, something very earthy, not just fruit.
Cloudberry liqueur is hard to come by because the berries are as hard to find as a Yankee hat in Southie. There are no commercial farms. They only grow in the wild. And then, for only about 3 weeks.
It is growing up only here, up in the north.
In all of Finland, the cloudberry only grows up here?
Yeah.
Is it because it's so cold?
Midnight sun.
The midnight sun grows the cloudberry.
It's actually, everybody can go in the forest and pick them up. It's free for everybody.
Oh, they grow wild.
The Finns take their berry picking seriously. There's no such thing as trespassing as long as you've got a berry basket on your arm. And about 20 euros a kilo, Anssi's 12-year-old son picked enough to buy a snowmobile. But the real family business is reindeer. Anssi needs to mark the new babies before he drives them into the mountains for the summer.
They are all living wild and free, but they all have earmarks. And this is actually the thing what you need.
What is this?
That's the stick what you're gonna use for catching the babies.
It's the stick what you're gonna use for catching the babies. There's gotta be a name for it.
Vimba.
Vimba?
Yeah.
What does it mean, vimba?
Oh, well, it means...
It means stick for catching the babies.
Yeah, it's much easier to say vimba.
All right, here we go. A little behind.
Yeah. You just need to
and
go
then over the
there.
head.
Yeah.
Okay. Shh, be very quiet. Oh!
Good.
On the first try!
Okay.
Nothing to see here, folks. Everybody go home.
So the earmark is made with the knife. This is the way how people have always done it. There's not so much feeling. Plenty of people have earrings.
Yeah? But it hurts.
It seems less painful than a hot branding iron, though. And I guess when you've got more reindeer around than people, you need to tell them apart.
All right, ready?
Just let it go.
5. Oh, I got reindeer blood all over me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely getting cold this Christmas. But if Anssi loses a calf or its mother, his neighbors will return it.
Where are the females?
Females, like those who are... Can you see that they have a... Between their legs, you can see that they have... That's the way how you recognize.
That's how you can tell a female.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the birds and the bees talk, Pop. I appreciate that.
Oh, they speak smart-ass here. That's nice.
There he goes. He's off. And they're all following him.
Bye now.
Bye. It's a reindeer stampede. Look at him. Come on.
Whether you're a professional rancher like Anssi or just visiting one, like his friends Ursula and Udi, There's one thing you want after a day of reindeer games.
I don't want to invite myself in, but get in there, I'm freezing.
A nice hot cup of coffee.
Just making coffee by the fire.
Eventually.
In Finland, I understand you drink more coffee than anyone in the world. Is that right?
Yeah.
Per capita?
Yes.
Is there a Finnish way to make coffee?
You just boil the water, then you put coffee on it.
All right then.
You don't need the machine for that.
If you're gonna go through 26 pounds of coffee per person per year, I guess you better keep it simple.
That sounds like just cowboys on the range in the Wild West making coffee by the fire.
While we wait for the Arctic cowboy coffee, Ansi whips up some Blitzen barbecue.
Do you like reindeer meat?
Yes, the best meat ever.
The best meat ever.
I can't believe it. I'm eating Rudolph.
Gamey. Yeah.
Luckily, there is a vegan-friendly option.
This is a cloudberry.
Yeah, that is that magical. Here is the place where we need some sweet.
It tastes much different than it does in the bottle. Here it's very sweet.
Yeah.
Here it's a beautiful combination of sweet and sour.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Coffee start to be ready. It has been there quite a long time, so now all the coffee is down here and taste is up.
I'm sensing a pattern here. Put yourself through freezing, boiling, muddy hell, then enjoy the simple pleasures.
You got any frangelica?
Well, actually, vodka is quite good with the coffee. If you put the coffee and vodka, we call it blurre. When my ATV is here, there's always some vodka also.
Finish vodka.
Yeah.
Let's finish the vodka. Open it up.
In Finland, Santa's little helper is 80 proof.
The rest of the evening, it's time for drinking.
I do myself.
Do yourself? Okay.
When man do this, putting the vodka, my coffee, it's too much every time.
Brölle.
Blurre.
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 Plurre.
Yes.
With Finland's seemingly endless days and countless rounds of booze and caffeine, I think I'm starting to lose my bearings. Maybe I'll find my feet 100 miles south in the coastal city of Oulu. Oulu is the sort of lovely coastal town where you expect to find watercolor artists and jazz festivals. But underneath the spring flowers, this town rocks.
Something like
Do that again. Without the... That's pretty good.
Just ask Marcus Vainiompa, a.k.a. the Black Raven. He's a local guy and the former world air guitar champion. Yeah, that's such a thing. And Oulu is a proud host city.
If you play air guitar in your bedroom, you just look in the mirror and yeah, it's cool. But when you are on stage, you have to move like... So that's it.
Finns love air guitar for the same reason they have at least one karaoke bar in every town. Sober Finns are, well, pretty sober. To stay sane, they need to blow off steam and shred those inhibitions.
I've been in scientific conferences. All of them, they just get up and play air guitar.
At scientific conferences.
Yeah.
At the break, they say, now for some air guitar? Something to just shake things up a bit?
Yeah.
Case in point, the Black Raven is a first-grade teacher by day. Me, I'm getting schooled.
You can do it also. Just spread your legs. You know how to hold the guitar. Put it on.
Okay.
Yep. Tune your guitar.
Oh, there you go.
And if it's metal,
Yeah?
you have to just go insane. Just maybe scary looks and just like you own the stage, you know.
Let me see a scary look. I can't wait to practice this later.
Wow, no one's given us a second look. That's because Finns really love their heavy metal, real or mine, especially here in Oulu.
There are a lot of bands, mostly heavy metal.
Why is that?
Maybe dark winter, depression.
I got the feeling it's gonna be a long night here in Heavy Metal Central. What I need is a hardcore cocktail. Or this.
Ooh.
This will do.
It's a candy. It's a dessert, and there's no name for this, really.
Not really.
Pekka Parola, the mixologist here at the Rockin' One bar, swears by this off-the-menu concoction.
In the beginning of the evening, you've got to drink cocktails with a lot of energy. That way you can party all night long.
Oh, that's completely sweet.
Yeah.
Can't even taste the alcohol.
No.
Chocolate,
But you will feel
coffee.
it. One, it's got alcohol. Two, it tastes a little bit like cold coffee.
Two of Finland's favorite things, coffee and alcohol.
Yeah, it's a Finnish version of a White Russian.
Pekka calls this a vodkacino. It's got vodka, of course, ice cream, cold coffee, and Kahlua with chocolate cookies and whipped cream on top. So basically, we're talking a fully loaded frappuccino here. Perfect for the booze-loving Finns who drink more than 5 cups of coffee a day. Not to mention, they're also in the top 10 in ice cream consumption worldwide. What can I say? They love the cold.
As chewy chocolate, coffee goodness, is that a Finnish thing as well?
Yeah.
To make it a little sweeter?
Yeah, we like
Why?
to drink
Why is that?
well. If you're in the middle of winter, it's windy, it's snowing, there's no sun, you want your drink sweet and to remind you of that summer day you spent out on the terrace looking at the sun.
Oh, I could drink a lot of those. What's the alcohol content, do you think?
Well, welcome to Finland. The alcohol content is 4 centilitres per drink. That is the maximum we do here.
The maximum?
Yeah, we don't do doubles. We're not allowed. The government prohibits us from
Why
doing
is
doubles.
that?
Some of the laws are completely insane.
Finland has something known as the Alcohol Act, which, quote, prevents detrimental societal, social, and health effects caused by alcoholic substances. So using classic Finn logic, they set up some, let's call them eccentric rules. Pekka's not allowed to serve someone a shot and a beer at the same time, unless they're in the same glass. Okay. You also can't use the word strong in ads, blog about booze, use athletes in advertising, or serve Duff beer from The Simpsons because the show's for kids. Dope. Finns may have a sweet tooth, but their cocktails aren't kid stuff.
The most known cocktail in the world that's Finnish, it is the only cocktail that can stop a Russian tank. A Molotov cocktail. That's a Finnish design.
The Finns invented the Molotov cocktail. Who knew?
Like a lot of Finnish mixed drinks, the flaming bottle of gas and oil goes back to World War II. A Finnish liquor company even mass-produced them for the army. Talk about shaken and stirred.
So if you want to get bombed,
Finland's the place to come to.
When you hear the people of Oulu, Finland rave about Moon Sorrow, Nightwish, and the Ghost Brigade, they're not reciting poetry. For every 4 Finns, there's one of these. Maybe it's the darkness, maybe it's Norse mythology, but metal is a basic element of Finnish life.
Let's go. Let's check it out.
Marcus, the 2010 air guitar champion, is taking me to a metalhead hangout to meet the band Mors Subida.
you're with the band, huh? What are you drinking, fellas?
Sahti. It's pronounced Sahti.
Sati. How about 2 Satis?
Sati is a farmhouse ale that, with 11% alcohol by volume, is a real headbanger for a brew. It's infused with juniper and is said to be one of the world's oldest beers, with roots that go back to Finnish peasants from the 1500s.
It's a nice. You taste the honey, some crispness, some toasted grains, little citrus. It's a nice beer.
And there's alcohol in it.
And there's alcohol in it.
If a honey and citrus beer doesn't sound very metal, think again. Tons of this music is influenced by old Finnish legends of gods and heroes. It's fitting they drink a beer that dates back to when Ukko, the Finnish god of thunder, ruled the land, inspiring rowdy behavior. Hey, it's just Sisu, not trash in a hotel room.
So what does Mors Subida mean?
Meaning sudden death.
Sudden death?
Yes.
Well, that fits with heavy metal, right? Just boom.
There's young people, you know, letting it loose and letting some steam out.
That's what metal's for. It's an outlet.
An outlet.
It's not all negative.
He's the air guitar champion of the world.
Yeah.
How does an air guitar champion hang out with guys who actually play music?
Well, why not? I don't judge.
Not at all.
Knowing the University of Helsinki offers a course in metal, it's no surprise that Finland has the most metal bands in the world per capita. And you get every flavor here. Death, doom, black, and like these guys, thrash metal.
All right, now this is your song?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that with your voice, though. You got range. Let me hear one little roar. Wow, that sounds like an animal. That's scary.
You know what's really scary? I gotta follow this act.
That's why he's the world champion.
It's really good.
Oh, he turns around. Go, sorry.
Okay, so I wouldn't make it out of the first round of the next air guitar competition, but I can get a taste of sudden death.
We have a drink named after us.
They have a drink named after them? I'm gonna guess something light and fruity. Umbrella. With an umbrella. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now, drink after them. What's that? What happened? This is a circus. What are you doing? That's heavy metal. Oh, that's great.
I'm having a Spinal Tap moment, born of darkness and fire. Behold the awesome power of sudden death. The funny thing about this drink, it actually is fruity. It's a mixture of rum, mango, and my old Finnish friend, Jalovina.
What the hell was that?
So you like it?
Not to get all metal-phoric or anything, but I kind of feel like I just got served Finland in a glass. A refreshing heavy metal spectacle that doesn't take itself too seriously and is pretty damn enjoyable.
Here's to sudden death. May it never happen.
At least you'll die happy.